Mike Pillow is having a rough start when it comes to his much hyped cyber symposium. So no, everybody, it's the symposium for the cyber, and the whole point of it is, of course, it's supposed to bring the evidence that Donald Trump had actually won the election, but it was stolen by the Chinese somehow, and it was again supposed to bring all that evidence to life. But unfortunately, that might not happen, as they appear to have run into a few hiccups. Here's Mike Lindell explaining.
This was attacked. The whole technology was attacked. We expected that, but we do have a backup plan. It'll be probably another 5 minutes. And I want all you guys to know that out there, that this is why, because I need to get the word out. We can't even get the word out to the people that are frankspeech.com because they blocked the thing. But this is part of what I'm going to talk about today. This is the cover-up. This is the absolute cover-up of the worst crime in history. And we're going to talk about all this today. This is, and you're going to see all kinds of things. We're going to educate everybody. We're going to show them we're going to be running. I'll show you over here. You see this data that's running there. That's cyber data from what I've got. Let's see if it's moving. Yeah, it's not rotating yet, but that'll go in an endless stream for days, and we put 6 states up there. But we're not going to start the regular program though, because I want to start because it's all educational and it all goes in sequence. I will say this: everybody, tonight you're going to see something at 7:00 that it's going to change the world.
A couple hours. Got a few hours, Mike. Okay. Look, we're going to have the thing, but unfortunately the thing got blocked with the other thing because they're attacking us. Who's they? Who's they? Is it China? Is it China that's attacking? Is it the United States, the Biden administration? Who's they? Is there a certain question you'd like to ask, Mr. Lindell? Like a certain question? I'm just asking questions. I don't know what you mean by they. Would you please like to expand on that just a little bit, Mr. Lindell? Okay. But it was the hackers. You understand? They stole the election, and now they're covering up the truth by attacking my symposium, and it was the hackers and not at all my complete and total incompetence. No. Yes, and the dog ate your homework too, Mike, of course. Same thing all the time. I've got the evidence. It's right here. I'm gonna expose it on my documentary, and then I'm gonna expose it at the cyber symposium. Oops! Oh, looks like it got hacked. Oh no! Oh, my evidence. It's all gone. Oh, look, this is not the first time Lindell claimed that he was hacked. Okay, back in April, you remember when he was doing like the so-called Frankathon for his social media website, which doesn't allow you to curse, but it's supposed to be free speech, but you can't talk bad about God, and you can't swear. It's real weird. Remember that disastrous launch? Oh, obviously, hackers. It was a hacker's fault. He said, we were attacked by every country, everything, probably the biggest ever. I don't know if it were bots or what. That was after Lindell claimed that he had spent millions of dollars on cybersecurity because he expected it to be a victim of cyber attacks, except that, apparently you didn't spend millions of dollars on cybersecurity, or you hired a cybersecurity firm that had no idea what they were doing, because this keeps happening. This keeps happening. Weird. It's the excuse. It's the same excuse. They're attacking me. They're after me. The hackers, the media. It's a conspiracy. They're always after me. Or maybe he's just incompetent and doesn't know how to create a functional social media website and actually hire people that know how to do it, who know how to actually create good, viable cybersecurity. Not only that, this is the same person who claimed that his phone was hacked because somebody got his phone number off the internet. Come on. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. He also, by the way, threatened to have the guy who called in during his live stream, who called his phone, to get arrested. Here's what he said. This was a Salon. He was talking to Salon at the time, and said that my phone has been hacked. I have guys here. We have protection. We have cyber guys. Yes, it was hacked, and yes, we have proof. What proof? He doesn't really say anything. In a follow-up interview, Lindell seemed to recognize that he'd been trolled by a prankster, suggesting that he had hoped to pursue criminal charges against somebody named Blackman. Ron Blackman, host of a British podcast, the Macron Show. And he said, and this is funny because he's, again, he's saying, we found out who the guy is, and we're going to try to get him arrested. It's the same guy. We're investigating him. When asked whether the police or the justice system would be interested in arresting a prank caller, Lindell hung up. Sad baby. Yes, his website was open for cross-scripting attacks. Yeah. Yep. It's so bad. Look, I took classes for cybersecurity. I know a little bit about the cyber, although admittedly I forgot like most of it. But even I could probably end up making a more secure website than Mike Lindell, because he has no idea what he's doing. None. Insane. Hey everybody, crack is whack. Don't do crack. 100%. This guy has no idea on how to run anything technology related. Again, he thinks that looking at publicly available information is the same as hacking. His entire conspiracy is that China somehow hacked the election and hacked into voting machines and changed vote totals, but these machines were not at all connected to the internet. If they were, yeah, then yes, that they would be vulnerable. But they were not connected to the internet. Numerous Republican officials, Trump officials have noted this. Like, yeah, no, these are not connected to the internet. There's absolutely no way a Chinese hacker could access these voting machines at all. Again, impossible to do. You would actually, if you wanted to change vote totals, then you'd have to have somebody in the room. Which, by the way, that's probably going to be his next conspiracy. That, oh, no, it was the Chinese. They hacked the voting machines because they were literally in the room. And they were in the room. Oh, is China in the room there with you, Mr. Lindell? But no, it's China, deep agents, part of the Chinese Communist Party, and they were in the room, and they had the flash drives, and they went and they changed the vote totals, and so that's what happened, and we've got the evidence, and I'm going to show it in another shitty YouTube video. You know, it's funny. His next conspiracy is, you know, if he goes with that, very likely he will. His fans are going to eat it up. They're going to eat it up. Why? Because they're desperately trying to cope. It's just more cope than seed. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.